Hey everyone, this is BRAINWAVEZ, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to make minimal dubstep in the style of artists like CESCO. And this is the kind of dubstep that you hear in labels like 1985 music. So this is the project file that I created for this tutorial. So as always, this whole project file is available on my Patreon if you want to dive deep into the arrangement or whatever. If you want to start messing with this project file directly, you can go ahead and check out my Patreon. I have a ton of other project files in there from previous videos, and I'll be uploading a bunch more of this, so you can expect, a lot of project files in the future and right now available. So yeah, for this type of music, since it's a little bit more minimal in the synths, I've noticed that you gotta compensate somehow. So adding a lot of top end percussion was pretty essential for this drop. You can see that I have 5 layers of different top end percussion. They sound like this. And just so that you can hear the difference without it, I'm just gonna mute it and play the drop, and you will notice how it just completely changes and it doesn't have like the same groove at all. So check it out. It doesn't flow as well. So with the top drums, once again, it's just what gives it like movement. So I just wanted to take my time to address that. So yeah, I would say focus on getting like a nice pattern for your top drums, and that's gonna help for sure with the flow of the drop. Let me just move on to the synths right now. I have a call and response pattern. So the call is this 808, which is like referencing a lot the track Swing King by CESCO and Hamdi. I love that tune. I kind of was inspired by that. And this is just a sine wave, and I went into the editor and I put a couple of harmonics in here just to make it more beefy, and I played with the master tune and also with the attack, sustain, decay, and release. So you can see the decay is at 275, master tuning at 12, unipolar mode, and then the noise oscillator that is being modulated by this first LFO. And besides that, I have amp and an envelope follower. So without that, the amp is giving it like a nice texture, and the envelope follower, I'm using it just to modulate the volume and the dry wet so that they move with every note. That's kind of what envelope follower is. Converts like the sound into a signal that you can route. So I routed it to the volume and the dry wet. So that's for my call. Then I'm gonna go into the response, which is this. I got 3 layers, so I'm gonna break that down to you. The main sound that you hear is this one. So that has a little bit of post-processing and EQing. Just gonna take all of that off. Let me remove all of this for the moment and get into it. So the wavetable that I'm using is this basic WRD. Wavetable position 26. Then I got this filter, which is the multi BN12. Using this second envelope to modulate the cutoff and the frequency. So this is the parameters that I'm using. but then the distortion and all that is when you start hearing the sound. So tube distortion 98 and 100%, compression, multiband, reverb, filter, cutoff is being modulated by this. There you go. And that's it for the patch itself. Then outside the patch, I went with auto filter. I put it on band pass mode for the 100 hertz and resonant at 21. Then glue compressor just to turn up the volume. Soft clipping mode, erosion, white noise and these parameters, and then the EQ. Just to cut the low end because I will have other layers covering for those areas. And that's the main sound. Now let me jump into the low mids. So what is happening here is just a variation of the sound that I just showed you. Same wavetable. Wavetable position is at 1 this time. Level being modulated by this. Same filter in here. And compression multiband. And this cutoff. And then I just cut to the frequencies that I wanted to focus on. So from 100 to 800 kinda. And then the sub, which is just everything below 100. And it's just the same wavetable that I showed, same filter, same enveloping here. As you can see, compression is not on multiband mode, mix is around 46, and then the filter. And the three of them together, they sound like this. And then I just have a bass fill that happens every now and then, which is that. It's just sine wave, bright white noise with a little modulation from this LFO. Same with the level. Just modulating a bit just to make it a little bit more dynamic. And then compression, multiband, EQ in here to make it more like subby and bassy and not so bright. That's for the synths. Now going to the fills, which are also important. I have like a long sweep down in here, a couple like ad-libs with delay, some like lazy resounds with delay. You will notice that everything in here has delay and or reverb and a little drone in the background. So without the fills, just so that you can hear the difference. And with the fills. Yeah. So that covers everything. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if it was. Let me know what other artists or styles you would like me to cover. And as I said, this whole project is available on my Patreon right now. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I hope I see you around. What